Hey guys, I'm D'Angelo, and this is part of my D'Angelo studio update series. So this is video number 1, going on all 3 of my channels, Orchestration D'Angelo, the Saxophone D'Angelo, and Covers D'Angelo, and you should be sure to check out those other channels as well. So we're in my studio right now, so you can hear there's a lot of reverb, and it's also a mess, so I'm going to warn you ahead of time. It's got all my instruments in it, as well as some other of my hobbies just laying around. So let's get to it. Alright, so the first thing I wanted to talk about is my recording mixer. So this is the mixer I use to get all of my recordings recorded with a microphone and put into my computer. So pretty much all the microphone inputs go here, basic EQ is here, I don't use the reverb stuff, and then I have my auxiliary output right here. This will just go here, and this goes to 3.5mm, which I put into my audio input on my computer. You'll see there's another 1/4" here, that's going to this speaker. This is what I use for my jamming when I have other people over. It's 650 clean watts, and it's loud. It has 2 inputs as well. One of them is going to this, one of them is open. This is great. It's an Alto Professional ZMX 122 effect. It's a great $100 mixer with phantom power. It's got a ton of other features that I won't get into really in this video. If you want a tech series, you can let me know, but honestly, I'm not too tech savvy. This is also an Alto. I figured I should match it because they might work well together. I can't remember what this is called in terms of models, but it is 650 watts, and that's all I needed to know, and it's very clean. So I really like it a lot. It's great for jamming. This is great for getting recordings done and for jamming because it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inputs that you could use if you have people who need to be mic'd, and it's just a question of if you have 6 microphones. So the next thing I wanted to talk about is my Line 6. It looks very clean. It's the Spider 430. It's very clean. It has great presets, and I really like using it with my electric Gibson, which is right there. It's beautiful. It's the SG. It's a very nice guitar. So this is my Spider 430 Line 6 guitar amp. I use it a lot. I use it when I go and play places, and it's just a great amp to have. It has a built-in tuner, and it plugs into your wall outlet like most other amps do. So that's about it for this one. And on the floor next to it, really quickly, that is just a 50-watt speaker that I use for anything. So I wanted to talk about this speaker because it's very special to me. This is the speaker I use when I go and play on the street in San Francisco. It runs off battery and lasts forever. I charge it up after about maybe 20 hours of use, playing at about probably 2/3 of its max volume. It doesn't have phantom, so I can't use my condenser mic with my stack, so I just need to play loud. But it does have an aux input or Bluetooth. Usually I will run off Bluetooth. It works great. It's a 50-watt speaker. It also has a charging output for a USB for your phone. It's got a little handle here which extends up higher, and it has a charge port on the side and a power switch. So it's a really cool amp. I would suggest you buy it. It's very clean. If you need an amp that runs off of battery power, this is great. It has 2 inputs, one for a 1/4" or XLR and one for just a 1/4". They each have their own volume adjustment knob. There's an aux level as well as the aux input and the master volume. So it's very basic, but it works really, really well, and I give Ailsys a thumbs up for it. So as you can see, my studio right now is very, very messy. There's no paneling, obviously. It's got a bunch of my junk in it, and all my instruments just lying around. because I just haven't had time to clean it up. So the next thing I wanted to get to is my cello. It is a very beginner cello, I guess that's the best way you could put it. I didn't have money to spend any more than $40 a month on a cello. It's really bad, but I'm glad I got it because now when I go to play any other cello, I sound a lot better than I do on this cello, and it feels great. So I'm gonna make it a goal to get a better cello before I start recording, because this cello is just tinny. It doesn't sound very dark, which is what I like, and it doesn't resonate well at all, especially when you pluck. So next we have my drum kit. It's not even set up right now because I haven't used it for anything. It sounds great, I just need cymbals. My cymbals are toast. They just look gross. And the hi-hat, if I could get an angle on this, is just destroyed. I just smashed this thing. So that is toast. And the crash cymbal is done. So, new cymbals. But everything else sounds great. I've got a pillow on the bass drum, so it's great for recording. You can see I made my own drum gum because I couldn't find any. It looks terrible, but it sounds so good because it takes all the reverb out, and it's excellent for recording. Notice I've also taken the bottom skins off to get a deeper sound, because that works better with the music I want to play. And it also doesn't resonate because there's no skin on the back, so there's nothing to bounce out of, so all the sound just comes out. And it's fantastic. And my snare drum is decent if it's set up well, so snare drum's good. And my throne is, yeah, I should probably get a new throne because the wood underneath it is cracked. There's my Yamaha keyboard I use for my MIDI inputs, and I play with it sometimes, but there it is. It is great for what I use it for, and I'm very happy with it. I really like it. Here is my acoustic guitar in this case. I'll go ahead and open it up. So it's an Ibanez. It's a very nice acoustic guitar. It is electric. It has the pickup, and it does have an electric stomp right there. It's electric stomp on it, so that's cool. It was about $120. Huge sale at Guitar Center. And so I got it, and I got the case that came free with it. It's like a $100 case that came free, so obviously a hard shell case. And it's got a neat little pocket right here to keep my tuner, a 1/4-inch cable, and a capo, and a pick. I would say it's a great guitar. It sounds fantastic, and it holds its tune really nice, which is a pro, because acoustic guitars that don't hold their tune, any guitar that doesn't hold their tune, can be frustrating. And last but not least, I wanted to talk about my soprano saxophone. Like I said, it's a Yamaha. So this is the YSS 475, I think. I hope. So otherwise, I just made myself look stupid. And then obviously my auto link that I said I had, very nice. I use a nice neck strap, not because I think it's heavy enough to where I would need a neck strap, but because I'm afraid I'm going to drop it while I'm not playing and just holding it. I'm afraid I'm going to drop it, so I have a neck strap. I use my Norton Reeds. I have a nice case for it. Very nice, very cool. And that's about it for my soprano, so thumbs up. Okay, so lastly I wanted to go through how I'm going to set up the acoustic panels in this room. So what I plan on doing is I have all my speakers pointed that way. So what I plan on doing is have a majority of my panels on that wall, and the wall with the speakers is going to have the second most panels set up. I have mirrors. That's an issue. I can't hang them on the mirrors, so I will have to hang them around. I'll probably put some on the ceiling. It's always a good idea to put them on the ceiling, because there is sound that goes up there and people forget about that. I might put some in the corners because that's where the bass sounds go, bass frequencies go. So I might put some in the corners. This room is not a perfect square room. There's a 3 by 3 foot cube cutout where the entrance is. So I'll just put some panels up here, put them on this wall here, and I should be good. So this room looks ugly now. I need to take a lot of stuff out, but it should be looking pretty good in a month or two. Alright guys, thanks for watching. That wraps up the first video of my studio series. Hopefully it'll come together quickly. That way I can get started on videos for the covers D'Angelo and the Saxophone D'Angelo. Other than that, I have some stuff I can put up for Orchestration D'Angelo, and I will let you know about that soon. So, once again, thanks for watching. Have a nice day, and subscribe now to get your wings. Thanks.